Hello, and welcome back to day 4 of the 7-day spring cleaning challenge. Yesterday, we discussed our energy and how we can increase it when we're feeling drained. We also discussed how we can protect that energy and say no to things that don't serve us. So today, I want to bring that same energy and vibe that you desire, and I want you to bring it into your closet. Have you ever felt super good about yourself and super excited for a night out? And you've had this entire vision of what your outfit is going to look like in the mirror. And then you go to put it on, and your good mood vanishes because that vision you had for yourself is just not there. It just did not live up to the expectation. And now every outfit you try on feels blah, and you feel blah, and you just feel defeated and almost like you don't want to go out anymore, because I have had that happen on numerous occasions and it sucks. But then I've also had the opposite happen where I feel super tired and blah. And then I decide to rip off the sweatpants and put on a cute outfit or a nice flowy dress. And then all of a sudden, my energy is completely lifted. I feel more confident. I feel more motivated. So this kind of goes to show how much our clothes have power over us and our feelings and our energy. They can make you feel more powerful and confident, more creative, more feminine, more relaxed. They can really help to evoke certain feelings. And so I want us to go through that today. I want you to go through your clothes and decide what aligns with you energetically. I want you to feel like you have easy options to choose from, because us moms have complete decision fatigue, which is one of the contributing factors as to why we go for the same leggings and t-shirt time and time again. So our goal for today is to clear out what you have that you don't love and to just keep what makes you feel good, look good, and what works well with your messy lifestyle. So if you're someone who has a ton of clothes in multiple areas of your home and for multiple seasons, I would recommend just starting with one. Don't Marie Kondo it all into one huge pile in your living room, because that will attract your kids and then it will just erupt into chaos and mess. And it's likely that it will never get done, and it'll just make you feel more defeated, and it's going to suck. So I'd like you to just choose one season to go through today. I'd recommend your summer wardrobe, because we're in the middle of a transitional season right now. So we still need some warm sweaters, maybe some shorts. But if you haven't pulled out your summer wardrobe yet, I'd like you to go through that so that you feel excited about the upcoming summer months and you know what you're shopping for the summer season. So I'm sure you've gone through this process countless times. I'm sure you go through your wardrobe and pull out stuff and donate things and toss things that you don't love anymore. But one of the things that I found with working with clients is they tend to be a lot more honest with me than they do with themselves, because now it feels like there is someone there judging their clothes, and you can see like, oh yeah, I love this. But yeah, I probably should get rid of it. It's just doesn't make me feel that confident. Whereas before, they probably have just kept it in there because they have no one looking at their clothing and really pulling it out and asking them how it makes them feel. So although I can't be there with you in person, I want you to try and use that same sort of judgment on your clothing as if someone were coming in and reviewing all of your clothing with you. Then I also am going to have you ask a number of questions to yourself. That's also going to help you decide whether you want to keep things in your closet, go shopping, or donate things. So first, I want you to go ahead and create 4 separate piles. So there's going to be the keep pile, the donate pile, the sell pile, and the toss pile. So start from one side of your closet and work your way across, and then take each item off the hanger, and ask yourself these questions that I'm gonna ask you. But we're going to start by first seeing if there's any like stains or rips or broken zippers or anything like that, because that's an easy way to decide if something needs to be donated or tossed. Um, and if it does have a broken zipper or something like that, and you've been meaning to get it fixed, today is your one and only chance. So if you decide that you want to keep something, yet it is broken or needs alterations, put it by the front door and give yourself a week to do it. And if you don't, then donate it or toss it, because it's just taking up space in your closet. It's making it harder to find an outfit. It's taking up, good real estate that you could welcome new clothes into. So, first of all, I want you to go through and see if there's anything that is ripped or stained or anything like that. And if it is, toss it. And if you want to get it repaired, but just give yourself a timeline. Next, I want you to ask yourself if the clothes fit. So, if you're maybe pregnant or newly postpartum, or maybe you're trying to get pregnant, so you don't want to get rid of your maternity clothes and you're trying to fit back into your pre-pregnancy clothes, stuff like that, then maybe this question doesn't apply for you, but use your best judgment. Maybe you can pull out those maternity clothes and store them somewhere else if they're taking up space in your closet, because it just clutters it and makes it feel overwhelming. But if you are comfortable with where you're at, then I want you to just be confident in your size where you are right now, and ask yourself if it fits. Try stuff on if you need to. But you don't need to go back to the size you were, whether it was bigger or smaller than before. If your body is in between sizes, then maybe let the next few questions determine whether it stays or goes. But if it's in good shape and still on trend, just doesn't fit, then consider selling it through a consignment store, so that you can get cash back or credit back and buy a new outfit that does fit and does make you feel good, instead of every time opening up that closet and thinking about how it used to fit or how you bought it with hopes for it to fit, something like that, something that's just draining your energy. So you can then ask yourself those questions. And this will also be the homework for tonight. So I'm just going through it now, and then I've provided a checklist, which is for your homework for tonight. So don't worry about trying to remember this or do this as I'm speaking. Next, I want you to ask yourself that if you were out shopping today, would you buy this again? Is this an item that you would spend your hard-earned cash on today? So maybe it's no longer trendy, or maybe it's just not your style anymore. Maybe it doesn't work with your lifestyle at this point in time. Would you buy it? And if you answer no, then let it go. Either choose to donate it or sell it. You can also ask yourself, if you got rid of it, would a friend maybe have something similar that you could borrow? So say something like a fancy evening gown, that you've been holding on to in case you one day need it, post-COVID world. And so if it's something like a fancy evening gown and you probably will only wear it once, then maybe you can get rid of it for now and borrow one in the future. Or there's a ton of amazing sites where you can rent fun outfits and gowns. So if you don't need to use it immediately, and it's not fitting with your lifestyle at the current moment, then let it go and create more space in your wardrobe, or create more room for new things to be implemented into your wardrobe that will work for you. Then the next question I want you to ask yourself, is if it is versatile. So we sometimes buy outfits for certain occasions, and then it's great for that occasion, but it doesn't really work with other pieces in your wardrobe. And it ends up sitting there because you love it and you want to wear it again. You just don't know what to wear it with. So a rule of thumb is to look at the item and see if you could wear it 3 to 4 ways with different outfits. So is it versatile? When we say we have nothing to wear, it's usually because of this exact problem. We just don't have clothes that work together. And it just really ends up taking up space and wasting money. And it also is really great for when you are shopping. Don't buy things that you can't wear with your current wardrobe with 3 or 4 different outfits. Um, so we all live in cities with extreme seasonal changes. And it's amazing to look to minimize the amount of clothing you have and decrease that clutter. But then also make sure that that piece works for more than one season. So for me, I have like storage bins of different winter clothes and fall clothes and spring clothes and summer clothes. But if I'm buying a thing that would only work for a short period of the season, then it's not really versatile enough. So maybe my money is best spent and that space in my closet is best spent with something that I can at least overlap into 2 seasons. So, yes, I know that we need parkers for -40 and we need clothing for +40, but just make sure that the things that you are buying and that you are keeping in your closet, you can wear time and time again throughout those changing seasons. Then I also want to go back to what we were discussing over the last couple days about having it feel good and making it align with that energy. So if you are unsure if certain items of clothing are working for you, picture yourself walking into a party that you're super excited to go to. You don't know everybody. And you walk in as that limitless person that you described in that first exercise, that homework on the first day. So visualize what you would be wearing as you walk into that party. And then look at the pieces of clothing in your closet and ask yourself if that woman would ever wear the piece of clothing that you're holding up. Does it align with who she is, her energy? Is it a good reflection of the feelings that you described that you wanted to feel? And if it's not, maybe it's just time to retire it because we want that momentum to continue forward. And if we're holding on to clothing from our past that served us at that moment, it's just not really helping us to continue to move forward and to seek energy and things that really are helping us to meet our goals and our future desires. So, one of the last questions I want you to ask yourself is if it works for your current lifestyle. As moms, we're often referred to as that hot mess mom, which I hate. The one wearing her mommy form with her messy bun, which is fine. But there is, also a time and a place for us to be ourselves and express ourselves. There's a time and a place for both. And it's not something you need to feel guilty about if a couple days a week you are wearing Lululemons in a hot mess mom bun. Our lives are messy and we need to enjoy our time spent with our kids. So sometimes that means wearing things that we can play and explore and get messy in. But you don't need to use it as a crutch every day because that is going to make you feel less like yourself and drain your energy when you're not feeling like you. So if you're struggling mentally with this, or you just don't feel quite comfortable, then don't don't be okay with being that hot mess mom. This is your opportunity to do something for yourself, to prioritize yourself and move yourself out of your comfort zone because you're so much more than a hot mess mom. But on the flip side, you don't have to be the cool mom that shows up 24/7, that is completely done. Your hair is perfect, your makeup is perfect, you're in a crop top with cool dad jeans, like that Pinterest worthy mom. Find a balance that's in between that lets you show up confidently. That's the most important thing. As and as well as energetically as the woman you desire. But also allow yourself room to relax, not to worry about always being super on trend, because you want to enjoy time with your kids. I've been that mom who showed up at a park in dry clean only pants because I wanted to look cool and feel cool. And that is fine. But I felt more self conscious at the park in the outfit I was wearing because I couldn't get sweaty and have fun with my kids and run around. I was too concerned about my outfit. So you don't have to worry about that. Just let that go. Give yourself permission to have fun with your appearance and your style, to get messy, but then to also shine bright like the diamond that you are. And lastly, I invite you to seek some more of that feminine energy because a lot of us are sitting around in like big baggy sweatshirts and sports bras. That is me. But you also want to feel feminine because it's a different energy and it invites just more calmness and intuition into our lives. We're also surrounded by masculinity on a daily basis, especially if you're a working woman. A lot of us try to like be that boss woman who has a lot of masculine energy that can match her counterparts. So, and also it's super visible in our trends right now with like the whole dad fashion. So things are quite like bulky and boxy and thick and not a lot of flow to it. So by incorporating some flowy fabrics and lacy lingerie or maybe like some delicate items into your wardrobe, it really evokes that feminine side and unblocks some of that other energy that really can make you feel just not like yourself, because feeling both feminine and masculine energy is a great balance for us as women and as mothers. So now that you kind of have the basis of what you can ask yourself when going through your closet, I want you to create the piles for the keep, sell, toss, and donate, but then make sure that you either drop them off at a donation center or bring them into a consignment store. Don't let them sit in your car for 3 months like I've done in the past. This is time for you to declutter and spring clean. So that means that the job is not done until it is decluttered from your home and from your car. So once you're finished going through it, and if you realize that you need to shop for some staple items or you want to buy some trendy pieces, then you don't need to spend a fortune. Invest in things that you're going to wear time and time again that are versatile. And then if you are into shopping for some trends, maybe invest in pieces that are cheaper so that it doesn't feel so bad when you donate them in a year or 18 months when they're no longer trendy. Or if you don't have a big budget, you can always shop secondhand and find some really amazing pieces or vintage pieces. You don't need to spend a fortune in order to get the wardrobe that you desire. There's options out there for everybody. And when bringing in your clothes that you can then sell through a consigner, you can actually make a lot of money back. So if you don't have a big budget for going out and shopping, either bring it into a place that gives you cash back right away, or you can wait and go in and see what kind of credit or pull out money through different consignment shops. So you have options, have fun with it. So today or whenever you have time this week, I invite you to go through your closet. If you have tons of items and even your summer wardrobe feels overwhelming, then maybe just stick to the back of your current closet right now, because typically those are the pieces we don't reach for. We usually reach for the same 5 items of clothes time and time again. So go to the back of the closet and start there. And then maybe you can see from the 5 pieces of clothing at the front of your closet that you wear time and time again, what other pieces you can shop for that are of similar style, fabric, color, because obviously you're drawn to that. And if those are the clothes that make you feel confident, then roll with that and shop for more of what that energy brings to your life. And then if you need any help, I'm happy to help. I'm happy to do this with you or for you, or just answer any questions you have. So that is all for today. There's a journal prompt, there's the checklist, and then have fun with it. And I will check back tomorrow. Thank you so much.